This is Johannes.
And this is Cinema.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we're doing our top 50 games of all time.
Top 50 games!
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some great games, absolutely 50 of them.
Yeah.
Or maybe 100. There are probably going to be some crossovers, so somewhere between 50 and 100 games.
Yeah, I would believe so.
I'm not doing it in one video because the 5 Mondays of March, this is the first Monday of March, the 5 Mondays of March is going to be top 50 time. So every single Monday this week you're going to get a new episode of the top 50 games of all time.
Yeah, should we do a hashtag? Top 50 time? I don't know.
Top 50 time. I don't know.
Okay,
what that's not hammer time. Is that the same
Is
song?
that-
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's it.
Moving on.
Moving
Yeah.
on. References. That makes you popular on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so top 50 games of all time. It's been 2 years since we did this.
My list have changed a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine as well. It changed and evolved, like kind of with my tastes in gaming. Like a lot of the games I had earlier has dropped off. Some have come in. Some have fallen. Some have risen.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different things happening on this crazy game list.
I think it's really interesting with the games that have risen for me.
Yeah.
That is so cool. It's really interesting with this ones that have dropped also, but I think that's, I don't know, more likely.
Yeah, because we play so many new games and you get some new favorites and some older favorites get even more favoriter. That's not a word. Like most favorites in the world, kind of. So yeah, let's just get to it, right?
I have a disclaimer, like I always have, because I think it's so hard to rate my games. So I just want to add, I think this is self-explanatory, but even so, I want to add that this is my top 50 games right now. So this will change. And I think there's some cult of the new here. Yeah, I'm guilty of that, but I'm excited for next year to see how this list have changed.
You're
again.
already excited for next year. Like
I
we
am.
haven't really begun talking about this list, and you're like, I'm really excited for next year's top.
Yes.
Let's do those instead. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Next year, come back and watch the actual top 50 because
Don't
we're
bother
so
watching
excited
this.
for that. No bother watching it. And if
Okay.
you're here for the first time or if you haven't subscribed, please do that. It makes us happy to see the number grow because it means more people seeing our videos, more players
That's right.
seeing our videos, and that makes it more fun to make them.
Yeah, that's true.
So as always, we don't know each other's lists. There's probably going to be some crossovers, especially during the 5 videos that we're going to do this. We have a lot of crossovers in our favorite games, but I think there's going to be some surprises, maybe some differences, some nail-biting moments of cliffhangers. Probably not, because
I'm this excited for real.
Yeah. It's going to be amazing. Like this is kind of my favorite thing. Like I love doing this top 10 list, but the top 50 is the most amazing thing. Don't know why we didn't last year, but time. And now we're doing it more, like having more time to spend on the channel, and that is awesome. So should we get going?
Yeah, let's do it.
So first, before we go, I've written down how many new games are on the list.
So have I.
Should we just do that first?
Yes.
And that doesn't mean new games, like from 2019 or 2018, like games that wasn't on the list in 2018. So how many games do you have on the list this year that wasn't on the list in 2018?
I counted 3 times, and I think I ended up with 19 new games.
90.
90. I'm
90.
ambitious.
19.
19.
I have 22.
Oh, okay.
So almost half of the top, like you have like 2/3 and I have like almost half of the list.
Yeah.
It's like 2/3 of the list is going to be games that we haven't played or probably haven't played or maybe haven't been getting better for us during the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So enough chit chat.
Should I start? Should
Let's
you
talk
start?
about these games. Yeah, do you remember your number 50?
Yes, I actually do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 50 time. Let's go.
Yay. My number 50 is Oracle of Delphi. I almost forgot.
Going out with such confidence, like number 50.
I don't know. Yeah. Oracle of Delphi, a game by Stefan. This is one of my favorite games of his, and there's some dispute about this game, but I really enjoy it because it's a really fun racing game, and he's not done many of those, and I think this is done like excellent. So this is a Greek team. You're racing for like some tasks you got to do by Zeus. It's basically a dice game, but you have lots of ways to mitigate your luck, and I really like that. It's lots of tactical decisions, doing what is best on your route, and I just enjoy it a lot.
Absolutely fantastic game.
Yeah.
Not on my list.
Yeah, I don't expect it so.
But I do. We like Stefan Feld. You know that if you see our board game designers list.
Yeah, but there's a lot of great games that I don't have on my list. So yeah.
So yeah, one of the things that we wanted to do is like to say if the game is new or if it was on the list last time, and if so,
I totally forgot
where
that
was
already.
it?
Forgot that on the first. That is wow. So this was my number 23.
23.
Number 23.
Yeah, 2-3.
2-3.
That's 22 in English. Yeah.
So I won't say that I like it less now. It's just more games to like for me this year. Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like, yeah, and games, because we haven't played this in a while, so games are going to go up and down. This might go even lower next time. It might go like that's the thing about the top 50. These are 50 great games. These are the best game for us right now. Like 51, that's like, why is that not on number 50, you know? That's a hard thing.
Yeah.
But these are just like, it's a, like you said, like this is right now. And I like to see this kind of like a photo, or like when I made it, like it's just a snapshot of my mind right there and then.
Yes, and I also have like 10-20 games on the fence that could be just like in the bottom of this. So it's hard to make. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yes.
My number 50 is a game that I am pretty sure going to be higher on your list, or else I'm going to be super surprised, because this is a game you always liked more than me. It fell completely off of my list last time, and now it's just scraped its way on it. It's Terraforming Mars.
Oh my god. Okay. What place was this in last time?
It wasn't on my list.
It wasn't?
No.
I completely forgot
It
that.
fell off. It was on my list like the time before that when we did it in the podcast.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
It wasn't on my list because I had some really bad experiences, especially with Winner's next expansion, which was not really good. But this game is kind of like, it's so strange because you probably know about Terraforming Mars. I'm not going to talk about what the game is about. It's about Terraforming Mars. It's a card game. So this game has kind of had like a really love-hate relationship for me. Sometimes I really enjoy it, and sometimes I hate it with everything in my body, because the luck of this game is kind of on the edge of being too much. And if you end up in a game where you just, the luck go bad and bad and bad and bad and bad, it doesn't feel good. And that's the times I really don't like the game. But when it goes good, or when it goes okay, when you feel like you have a chance to win, it's a great game. And most time I play this 15 times or something, it feels that way. And after playing all of the expansions, I really like the game most, like the base game with Prelude. Or using some of the maps. I don't need anything else. It's just really playing with a corporate and playing with some of the new corporations, because they're really fun.
Corporations.
But other than that, yeah, it's my number 50. It's a great game, but it just...
Yeah, we've discussed this a lot.
Yeah.
I see your points, they're valid, but I just enjoyed the game so much. Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere higher on this list.
Grasping at straws, I don't know. Okay, my number 49 is a new game. This has never been on my top 50 before. And it's also, I would dare almost say, a 2020 release. Because it's Sorcerer City.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
yeah.
and we've only played this in 2020.
It is really a 2020 release. Like some people got it 2019, but it's in retail. No.
So this is a super cool, like, city building time game, real-time game, and you're building city quite many number of times.
4 times.
And you have to do it really fast, and you get more and more tiles that give you special cool things, and you are trying to... You're just laughing at my explanation. And you're also drawing some of these monsters that you have to place, and you have to get rid of them, or they will give you bad things, and you're trying to win. I'm sorry.
Like, if you take out things from your explanation, there's just nothing left.
Bad monsters.
Monsters.
Yeah.
City.
There's a lot of things
building.
But it's so fun, and you can play it like with many players. I don't know how you
6
can have space for that on your table, or time for that, because that takes a lot of time, but you can, and I think at some point we will try to do that.
Probably. It's a game that's going to stay in the collection. I like it a lot. I'm a bit unsure about like the replay value after playing it quite a few times, because I'm getting to the point now where I feel like, okay, this strategy is really good, and doing that strategy if I get a chance. But it's a very fun game. It's really unique, and I enjoy it, and it's going to stay in the collection.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
So my number 49 is a game that hasn't been on the list. It's Clinic. Heavy, huge Euro game that came up like in the second deluxe edition last year from Alban Viard, one of my favorite designers. Just that a special puzzle with the different floors of the clinic that you're building, and all the different rules for building you have to follow, which doesn't make sense in the real universe. And it's like, yeah, I can build this here. No, you can't, sadly, because there's a room like that underneath. Oh, sorry, I will have to build it another way now. That makes so much sense in real life. But it doesn't make sense because the game is, I don't care. Because the game is amazing. I haven't played it enough to have it like higher on the list. That's like the reason it's so low. But I can see myself really enjoying this game even more when playing it more, because it's a game that you have no idea what's going on the first time, and you need to play it quite a few times to get into it. It's a beast of a game.
Yeah, this is a beast, and I don't think I've played it enough, so therefore it's not on my list. But it's a great game, and low in the top 50 is still pretty high.
It is. Like he's just making some really crunchy games, and getting those patients are impossible. So that is Clinic.
My number 48 is an old favorite of ours. It was number 32 last year. No, in 2018. Yeah, you get it. Suburbia.
Yeah.
So this is what?
No, it's just this is low.
Yeah, but I don't like it as much as
I know.
you do.
You never did.
I think it's a solid game, but I also think it's some nostalgia that is keeping this on for me.
Yes.
This is a cool thematic city building where you get some negatives if you build a lot of storage houses next to the place where people live. You want to have them near parks, and you want to also have income and also like lots of people in your city.
Reputation.
You have to balance those two. So it's a neat game. I like it a lot.
It's very thematic, that's what you're trying to say. Like you don't want to have this. You're saying, you just don't want to have things in front of each other.
I just forgot the word for factory. That was
so that's
to say.
You just your words are coming out while you're thinking about something else.
No, because factory is fabrik in Norwegian, and then I always go to fabric, and that is wrong.
Makes no sense. No. Yeah, you don't want to have the fabric close to the
thing.
Yeah,
huge problem. Okay.
So that is your number 48.
Yes.
Mine is another game that hasn't been on the list, and it is a co-op game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you know what it is?
No.
Oh, you said like you knew what it was.
No.
So you want to guess?
No.
Okay, it has a number in the title.
7 continents?
Yeah, how many co-op games do we have with the number in title? It's 7 continents. It's not the 6th continent or the 5th.
It could be like the second edition.
Would you think that would be on my top 50?
Yeah, no.
It's a 7 continent. It's an exploration survival game. We haven't played it enough. We have played it probably like 15, 20 hours and only played one single curse, and we cannot seem to get to the end of it. I don't know what happened with my voice. Sometimes I just end up being a character. Yes. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, my number 47 is 7 Continent. Really great game that I want to play more. And I think you want to play it more as well.
Yes.
It has some really neat concepts. You also played Tainted Grail last year, which kind of like itched the same kind of thing. But I really want to play this more. The exploration is great. I like the deck being the lives you have and trying to manage that. It's kind of like it's really open. Like it's not a narrative game. Like Tainted Grail is more like a narrative game. This is more like explore, see what happens, try to survive all these crazy things. The game pushes your way, like you just going to pick some berries, and there's a bear jumping out of you, killing you. Like,
yeah, that is basically
how could I know that would happen? And it's frustrating. And like the only negative thing about this game is like you play it for 10 hours and you die, and you're just like back to the beginning with you.
Yep.
You're dead now.
It feels like an old school video game that just like smashes your head and leaves you dead in.
No continues.
We really need to play this game. It's an awesome game. I love how much you hate it. I don't know how hard it wants you to die.
Yeah. So we need to play this when we retire.
Yeah, we have to. Okay, when we retire. My number 47 is a new game.
Oh, was this my number 48?
Yeah.
It was. I said 47. It was 48.
This is 47. This is Newton. This is new to the...
It's a new game. It's Newton. It's Newton the list. Huh? Did you get it? It's Newton the list.
I got
yeah?
it.
Pretty fun joke, huh?
Yeah. sure. What game? What year did this? 2018.
2018, yes.
Yes. So this is a dry Euro game with a theme, sort of, but you're kind of.
Please explain the theme to me.
No, I can't.
You move around the countryside, looking at things and finding things and trying to
There
make
is-
books.
There is a map where you want to go to different places to collect these, symbols, kinda. You want to have been in some cities. Don't laugh at me. And you also want to climb up on a tech tree. And the way you do all of these things, you want to put some books in the shelf also.
You know, if people watching this and never heard about the game, they're gonna be like,
Yeah, what I like is how you choose your actions anyway, because you're playing a card, but you can also like upgrade. So each round you're putting one of your cards just the symbol of the action is there, so your actions get better and better. That is what I like about the game.
that's what you like about the game is
Yeah.
playing cards. It's a really like the puzzle is amazing.
so clever.
The puzzle is amazing here, and it's so tight, and you need to focus on something. There's a lot of different things you can do. You can move on the map. You can move on this tech tree. You can place the books, as you said. There's so much stuff going on, but it's an amazing game.
Yeah, thank you for making it make sense. I appreciate that.
Moving on the map. So my number 47 is another new game, starting out another lot of new games on this list, newer games. And this is a new game. This is a game that came out last year. It's Cooper Island.
Yeah.
It's a super heavy, super tight worker placement game. This is another one that is just super tight. You feel like you can not get anything done, and you do 16 actions, like you said about the game. You do all of this stuff to maybe get 4 points.
Yeah. Super punishing game. It's so hard. You feel like you want to do everything in the beginning, and then just okay, I have to spend all of my actions on this one thing, or I will fail terribly, and I will probably fail anyways. But I really like this game.
It's an amazing game, and it might go higher on the list if you play it more. It might drop off the list if you never get to play it again.
Yes.
But it's just it's a heavy, nice, put together. It looks amazing. It looks really neat with the islands, and you have this dog that's not loyal at all, just walking around from owner to owner, which is a great thing for a dog to do. And it just is a pure fun game. While being really tight, the action spaces are really tight. You can do the same actions as the other people, but you have to pay them for it. And it just everything just works well together in my brain. I'm not really good at it, but it works really nice. So much stuff going on, which I love. I love these kind of games with everything going on in my brain and everything going on the table. That is Cooper Island.
Yeah, amazing game. So my number 46 is also a new game. There's a lot of new games here.
Yeah, and it makes sense that there are a lot of new games are on the bottom because maybe you haven't played them enough, or maybe you feel like you need to get them more plays and stuff like that. Yeah.
So it's Teotihuacan.
Teotihuacan, yeah.
So not a new game. We played it
2018, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of times now.
Played it quite a few times. Played it 5, 6, 7 times.
It's a rondel game with dice, and you're doing a bunch of actions. You're building some pieces of the pyramid. You're trying to retire guys and be spiritual and move up on these different temples. Isn't that what it is called? I don't know.
Yeah.
Getting resources, but what is most interesting about this game is how you move your workers, that is the dice, around and trying to get them to be in the right places at the right time, and also being the right number at the right time, so they are good enough but don't die. Yeah, because when you get to 6, you're die.
They ascend and they come back as a new.
Die.
You die. Yeah, you die. So yeah, you want to you want to balance it so that you get the good amount of dice on one space to be able to do better versions of the actions and so on.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
But it's just you basically that's what you do. You move dice around and you do actions to get resources and have fun.
Yeah.
Do Euro stuff.
Do Euro stuff.
But it's a really nice game, a really, really great game. It's Teotihuacan.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 46. This is the first one that has fallen from the skies and all the way down here, still at the top 50, so not too bad. This game was my number 13 last time.
Oh. My number 13 has fallen way out of the list. But yeah, that's another story. What is this one?
Thank you for hijacking my number.
Yeah.
And how do you remember that? That makes no sense.
Because I was really on the fence about it, yeah.
So my number 13, no, not my number 13. It was my number 13, now it's my number 46.
Or you're jumping like way back.
My number 46 is Power Grid.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a really good game, but the last time I played it, I just felt like I was kind of done with it. Like I didn't get that excitement that I usually get from playing it. And it's still a game that I would like to play once in a while. But like the last time I played, I felt like, yeah, this is kind of getting to the point where it's not saying like it's a super light game and super easy, but it's like I didn't feel that tension that I did when we played it many years ago.
But could this be because you know that I'm winning?
You always win this game.
It could be.
No, it's not. Because you try, like it's even harder than because you really try to win against you, but you can't because it's impossible because you always win in this math game. But it's a really, really great game. Still in my number 50. I think it will stay in number 50 for quite a while. I don't know, but I think it will because it's one of those games that is super simple but really deep. And I just felt like I'm kind of getting more done with it, which I just already said. So that is the reason it has fallen a lot. That's Power Grid.
Yeah, rock solid game. I really like it, but I get what you're saying. My number 45 is Rajas of the Ganges.
Yeah.
It hasn't been on my top 50 before, but I really like it. We played this recently.
Yeah.
It's a worker placement game, and you also use a lot of dice, and that's cool. What I really like about this game is that it's basically 2-point tracks.
Yeah.
One is money that is a resource you can also use throughout the game, and you also want to raise up on points. And this like goes all the way around the board, and then you're trying to get to the point where those two tracks meet, and then you, most likely win if you do that before the other players. And I really enjoy it. It feels like really you have to be so efficient with what you're doing. I really like it.
It's really quick and it really feels like a racing game.
Yes, it
That's
does.
what makes it so different as a worker placement game. And you use dice, not as dice placement, but a payment for everything.
Yeah.
So you need to manipulate the dice, manipulate which colors of the dice you have, and doing all of that. And it's really a light game. Like it's a really lighter game, like a light end of medium maybe. But it just goes really quick because the actions are quick. And you, as I say, like it feels like a race.
Yeah, and there's a lot of strategies here. I think you can go like heavy on one of the tracks, or try to balance, or go for all the market stalls, or get lots of building points. I think it's a cool game.
It is absolutely a great game. So my number 45 then was my number 6 last time.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because this was just a wrong thing to have a number 6. This was Cult of the New. This was me being like head over heels about this game, and I played it and it was amazing. I was like, oh, this is one of the best games ever. I still really think it's a good game, but it's nowhere being in the top 10.
Okay, what is this game?
Oh, you want to know what game it is?
Yeah.
Oh, we shouldn't just go to the next one. No. Okay, so my number 45 then is a 6-hour long game called The Colonists.
Oh yeah, I
Because
get this.
yeah, because this was so high last time. Like it was way too high, as I just explained. But it's still a great game. This is kind of it's a worker movement game. On this, you have one worker that you move around this grid of hex tiles, and it will evolve and move and not move, but get
Expand.
bigger and bigger throughout the game. You're moving that dude around, and other people will block the action, so you need to try to plan your route and have other options if people come and block you. And you're doing all of this to get resources, to convert them into buildings, to get these dudes in your village, and they will get better and better. And if you're playing, it's like a sprawling, huge city building game that you play over like 3 or 4 eras. I think it's 4 eras. And it's just so long and it's so good. I really want to play it again. You don't want to play it again. But just because it's long, but I think if you start playing it, you will think it's really good because it's an amazing game, and I need to play it again. And it's still going to be in my top 50 this year, even though it has gone to a more logical space. That is The Colonists.
Yeah, it's no question that this is a solid game because it's super good, but it's also super long. And
but it needs to be that long, like because it needs to be that evolving is what makes the game good.
Yeah.
Like to play you can play like some of the eras if you want to, and if you play like the first and second era, just feel like you're getting started. You don't get there,
I agree.
and it feels like you really do something here. Like it feels like you're really going from this nothing and growing into this big city with these amazing buildings. And it feels great.
Yeah, and the way the game is made, it can't be any shorter in like involvement wise. You have to play all of it, but then the question is it worth it for me? Yeah, do I think that is fun enough? Doing all this evolving stuff.
I think you would like it if you play it again. You do enjoy playing Ark, right, and all these like longer games. You don't mind then. You wouldn't mind if I set it up one time. We have time and say like, look what I did. I read the rules, and you will not be able to say no then. So because you like me so much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
wish.
lucky.
Okay. So my number 44 is also a new game, but it should have been here last time. I don't know why it wasn't. This is One Night Ultimate Werewolf, and this is one of my favorite party games. This is a hidden role deduction style game where it's basically Mafia, just fun. Yeah, werewolf, just fun. Because you're one roll for one night, and you have to come up with this crazy cover story if you roll the wolves, and just... Yeah, I was drunk, I don't remember anything, or just like I was the troublemaker and I switched you too and make someone else the werewolf and you didn't actually. There's just a lot of lying and backstabbing and just a lot of crazy speculations, and I have so much fun with it, but it is a group-dependent game.
Yeah.
So I absolutely check it out. This could be the most amazing game experience ever, but it can also be horrible if you're playing with people that doesn't get it.
Yeah, I remember the first time we played it, we didn't have fun at all.
Yeah.
And I don't like this game too much. I think it's okay. I think it just feels a bit too random and just like you have nothing to go on. So it's just like basically a random guessing game. And this is one that I'm really surprised that you like this much because it's in a genre that you usually hate with a passion.
Yeah.
And but you do, like you really hate these kind of games.
Yeah, I do.
And it's really strange because I think you like this because maybe like it's condensed, like it's short, so you don't have to sit too long being like this if you are a werewolf.
Usually when I get like the spy or the betrayer or something, I can't like handle it. I absolutely hate it. But in this game, I look at my accomplice, werewolf, and I'm just like, okay, my brain goes like, okay, what can we do? Okay, or if I look at one of the cards in the middle, I'm just like, okay, how can we turn this thing around? Because in my head, I've already lost. And now I'm just trying to scrape my act together, and I think I handle it so well because it's lasting a so short amount of time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, same with Sheriff of Nottingham also, which is a superb game where you're trying to bluff and stuff.
Game, yeah.
And I couldn't sit there bluffing for 10 hours straight. What game
I don't think anyone would be like, this is a really fun game. It takes like 10 hours and you bluff.
But you're trying to like get through this one bag. I don't know. It's so short, and then you can be honest afterwards.
So now we're just talking about another game, just randomly.
A really great game that as well.
I don't know why. Was this like kind of the ones that you almost had in your list and just trying to squeeze it in to be able to? So my number 44 then is another game that has not been on the list before. It is Endeavor Age of Sail.
Cool.
Which is a great game where you are moving throughout this big map, trying to get these resources, trying to build up your city with different abilities. It's a pretty quick game, and with the new Endeavor Age of Sail, like a two-player game, I remember we played like super quick. Even play with a bot, which we don't usually do. We have made a review of this if you want to see like more in-depth stuff. But it is a great game. I haven't played the original, but this one has some kind of exploits that you add into the game, which changes up the game every time you play it. A superb game, my number 44, which is Endeavor Age of Sail.
We need to play this again, because when you're talking about it, I remember how fun it is.
Yeah, we had so much fun playing this one.
It's a great game.
It is.
And
it should be a great game because it's on top 50 games of all time.
It's an amazing game.
For me, it is.
So my number 43 is also a new game.
Most of them are here, basically. For me, it's going to be...
This is also a game that we played recently, and I'm so happy about that. I really like this game. I have so much passion for this game. This is Tiny Towns.
Oh, wow! Cool.
I really enjoy this kind of puzzle games, and this is a puzzle game with lots of interactions. Basically.
And you're so good.
I'm so good at it, and I really like having these plans for how I want to optimize things, and looking over at you and see, oh, you're going to build a lot of blue now because you're like placing these resources on your map, and they're taking up space. And when you are able to build a building, you remove those, like say 4 resources, and you place like 1 building there instead that just takes up 1 space. So you want to free up the space as quickly as you can. And you're not choosing all over the resources yourselves. So you have to see what do you need so you don't build me in and do so that I just have blue on the map and can't do anything with blue. So I have to like choose yellow myself. I really like this game, and there's a lot of variability with what kind of buildings you can build and the synergies between those buildings. I enjoyed this game so much.
It's really like, it's actually kind of an unforgiving game.
Yeah.
Because if you screw up in the beginning, you will be out of the game.
Yes.
And it's really tight because it's super small, the board that you're building on. And also, like, I think it's better with the lower player counts, like 3-4 players. Because with 6 players, it's just going to be random. Because you have no...
kind of don't decide anything.
Yeah, you have nothing to go on, and it's going to be harder. So I think like 3-4 players, really good. There's an expansion. Maybe we shouldn't get that. Because it's
but
top
the
50.
core game it's amazing in itself.
Yeah, and it's still a lot of replayability.
Yeah, and I really like how that when you first play it, you're not that good, and then you like crack some code and just like, I need to do in this order, and I need to put it here, and you get better at it. I enjoyed this.
My number 43 is a lighter game.
Yeah.
It's new on the list. It is about an animal that has a company.
What?
It's Raccoon Tycoon.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes.
It's a fantastic game. It's a really, really good game. It is so good because you can teach it in 5 minutes. It's a perfect like gateway into economic games, into auction games, into all of this kind of like, Glenn Drover made this game, putting all of these nice mechanisms together in a mix that really works. And it just shouldn't work. Like all of these mechanisms, when you see it on paper, like, oh, this is going to be a mess, but it works so well. All of the mechanisms like work great together. They work like so superbly in this game. It's a perfect game. 5 players, when they are 5 players and have like an hour. This is one of the games that I always like want to bring out because it's so easy to teach. You play it in under an hour, and it's just so much fun. And I love economic games, so it's a great game for me to be able to introduce people to some of the concepts that are in games that I love. So I love this game, Raccoon Tycoon.
Yeah, I think this is one of the absolute best gateway games out there. Maybe like kind of a next step for someone, of course. But you should really check it out. It's superb.
Raccoon Tycoon!
Yeah. Number 42. It was in my number 33 last time we...
It has dropped a little bit.
Spirit Island. And the only reason it has dropped is because we're not playing it. And I'm not happy about that. This is a co-op game. This is a kind of brain-burning one, and what I like about this is that it ticks all the boxes that a co-op game should tick for me, but also it takes away all the randomness that I don't like in kind of Robinson Crusoe, and I don't know. Yeah.
Most co-op games, like it's a lot more strategic than most co-op games.
Yes, it is, because you have cards instead, and you have some way of seeing how the future, and also then it's sometimes harder because you can predict something, and then the game then expects you to fight back against it, and you have your special character spirit, and you're trying to play cards that work well with the other spirits that you're teaming up with to get rid of the intruders on your island. So I really enjoy this game. My only complaint is that it's a little long and it's a little complex, so it's hard to get to the table.
Yeah, it's very long, especially with more players. Like 2 players is okay. We played 4.
Really AP prone.
We played 4 players, which was really long.
Yes.
But it is like, if I were to play a long complex co-op game, I would play this, but I don't know when I want to play a long complex co-op game.
You don't want to do that.
But if you play the Colonists with me, I will play this with you.
Yeah. It's on camera now.
I'm gonna edit out this. Yeah.
In retirement? I don't know. Yeah.
So that was your number 42.
We just have to do have a fresh brain, healthy brains.
Yeah. Of course, we play board games. That's not
Yeah.
going to be a problem. My number 42 is another game that has not been on the list before, and that is Underwater Cities.
Oh.
This is a really, really good game that I have enjoyed a lot. It's best maybe at 2 players because it's a very long game. It is a worker placement game basically, and you have this great card mechanism that you add to the worker placement. We have talked a lot about this game before. If you don't know a lot about the game, go and check out all of the other reviews and videos about the game because there's so much stuff about this game and all of these games basically out there. And this is just, it's so crunchy, and that kind of choosing between playing the right colored card with the right action to be able to do the double thing, or just discard a card because you really need to do that action but you don't have any cards you need, building up that engine of the cards, and it's just building the city, and it's so tight, it's heavy, great decision space. I love Underwater Cities.
Yeah, this is right up our alley. This is just an amazing game, and I really want to play it again.
Yes.
It's just so good.
It is.
Okay, so my number 41. This is the last game.
It is. It's the end of this video.
This has been on my top 50 before. This has been in space 38.
Oh, so it's almost the same space.
Yeah.
3 spaces drop down.
Yeah.
Down, down.
This is just solid. It's an abstract game. It's a
Okay.
2-player game. It's in a series of games with strange names.
I'm guessing this is called Dvan.
That's right.
Yay, point for
This
me!
is one of the
Imaginary point.
This is one of the games in the Gift series, which is a series of lots of cool. You should check it out.
Yeah.
Abstract 2-player games. This is my favorite. I don't know if it's mostly because it was the first we played, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's super simple, and I just adore this game. This is just like majority in discs. If that makes sense. You have a lot of discs on this grid.
They look like
and
donuts.
Donuts. And you want to take control of the most discs, so you win. And I want to play it more. It's super it feels like chess, just simpler and faster and better. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe not better, but...
Okay, don't quote me on that, please.
like chess, only better.
But I like it. Check
Yeah,
it out.
I enjoyed, like, we didn't really think we liked abstract games.
Yeah.
Before we got this, I was like, wow, this is fun. And now we have like 4 or 5 in the series.
Yeah.
All of them are really great. I like all of them. So yeah, that was your number 41.
Yes.
So the last game on this list is another game that was on my list last time. It was my number 31, so it has fallen 10 spaces.
Yeah.
And that is Trois.
Toi. Yeah.
Trois.
Trois.
It's Trois. It's still an amazing game. If you see your Black Angel review, you see that we like Trois better. We have kept Trois. We have not kept Black Angel. So I like this. It's just it's a classic Euro game. And it has that really cool mechanism of the dice. It's kind of like, some people find it really mean, some people don't. I don't really find it mean because you just have to remember that the dice really aren't yours. Like your dice, the dice you roll, those aren't your dice. Those are just the dice that you can use for free. So if you want to use other dice, you have to pay for them, and other people can pay to use your dice. So it is a game where you will really sit there and be like, okay, which dice do I want to use my own now, or do I want to buy that one because I really need that? And that's going to be gone far before it's my turn again. And all those decisions are really nice. You're spending the dice to do different action cards that are coming out, and if you want to do the action card, you have to buy a spot on that action card, and usually only 2 people can do that. So not all the players will be able, 2 or 3 people on some of them, 2 on others, and so not all players will be able to use all the actions, so you have to be in there quick to be able to do the actions, and you're trying to fight off the different events that are coming to destroy everybody, because they are like doing so much idiotic stupid stuff for everybody in the game. And it's just a really fantastic game. We played it actually not so long ago, and I had a lot of fun again. So that is my number 41, Trois.
Yeah, this is a great game. I enjoy playing it every time, even when I get really unlucky with some of that, because you can't get unlucky with your rolling, and then nobody will buy your dice, and then if you don't have money, you're struggling.
Yeah, but you can use like you have that the flags the influence that you used
Yeah,
to
but you can
turn
be
over.
empty of that too.
But then just
You're in
play
a tough
better.
spot, yeah. Just play
Plan better, yeah.
Yeah.
Like in this game, like you need to have a way to mitigate the dice. If you spend all your influence, you're gonna be in a tough spot.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of that plan. Be better.
Be better. But I'm happy about this game. I really like it.
It's amazing. And that is the end of the first video for top 10 or top
Yeah.
50. These are the 50 to 41 top 50 games of all time. That is not a sentence, but I just said it because I'm excited. So
Yeah.
that was fun.
And we're only going upwards from here. It's
Yeah, the
only
games are just getting
better.
better and better and better and better all the way to number 1.
Yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed this. Please make a comment about what you think about our choices so far. Please let us know what you think about the video. If you enjoyed it, please let us know. Please put a thumbs up. If you are still here, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Check out our Patreon in the comments. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Sonoma.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye bye.